Hi, I am Abraham Rajan Paul. I did my bachelor degree in science zoology as my major in Madras Christian College during the year 1984, and I was working as a science teacher in some of the schools in my native place. And in the year 1991, I did my postgraduate diploma in special education mental retardation, and I was working as a director in St. Paul Society for the Mentally Disabled for 15 years. Later on in 2006, I had an opportunity to go to United States through TPG, where I was working as a resource teacher in Ridgeland Higher Secondary School for 1 year, and in Hoddyville Higher Secondary School as a special education teacher for 2 years. Later on, I came back during the 2009, and I was working as a science teacher in Sri Sadhana Matriculation Higher Secondary School, Madurai. And later on in the year 2011, I had an opportunity to visit Indonesia, where I was working as a science teacher for the middle school in Bina Bangsa, Bandung, and I came back here this month to attend the interview. I have enclosed some of my photographs with my students and 2 video clips of my classroom teaching for your reference and your necessary action. Thank you very much. Today's standard is 5R 1.8. Demonstrate the ability to paraphrase the main idea of the text. First of all, we are going to see Super 7. In this, the first one is the black of yellow and or green produces orange. Which 2 color produces the orange? What is that called?
Combination.
Yellow plus green equals orange. This is called the combination. A blank character will get his work done. Which character as a character is sincere in his work, which does the work properly? It's a responsible character. Character which gets his work done. If you want to run, you need a track. If you want to swim, what do you need? Good. Need a swimming pool. With water or without water? With water. You haven't paid me, therefore I want my bracelet back. There are 5 mistakes in that. Can anyone find out this mistake?
Come on.
One by one. First Adam, what do you want?
Haven't should be apostrophe and then T.
Haven't. What's the next mistake?
A comma.
Come on here.
In front of the I.
I. It's wrong. Actually, the comma should come here. Right. One more mistake. Can you read the sentence and tell me? Should be capitalized.
Yeah, I
Okay.
want to do that.
Capitalized. Right. Haven't paid me. Therefore, I won't.
A.
Want.
It's
Want.
Put an A.
A's. Want. My bracelet back. What does the icon look like that helps you edit a document? How it look like?
Like a ABC.
ABC over
Checkbook.
check mark. Okay? This icon helps you edit a document. Okay? The last one is the sea was calling my name is an example of which figurative language?
Personification.
It's called personification. What is my personification? Sea was calling my name. Will the sea call your name?
No.
No. It's not a living one.
Well,
So giving importance as the sea is calling your name. This kind of figurative language is called personification. Have you written this? Have you copied this?
Yes.
Okay. Now we are going to read aloud the impossible rescue. It's a small story about a rescue. A man who was stuck under the wreckage of a train, and the firefighters rescued him.
I got
So
it.
that we can share this one. That's one. The impossible rescue. You should listen to the story carefully. Afterwards, you should demonstrate the ability to paraphrase the main idea of the text. And also I have a lot of questions for you. So if you listen carefully, you'll be able to understand the story and you'll be able to understand the questions. This is a short story about the impossible rescue, where a man was rescued from the train crash. Right? I think you would have understand the story now. And who can tell me the answer for the first question? Why the train did not stop?
Oh,
Do you want?
because the brakes.
No. Because of the brakes. The brakes did not work.
Yeah.
Who gave the warning to the yard? Third page, first line. Page number 3, first line. Who gave the warning? Adam?
Would it be the ambulance?
Who gave the warning?
Well,
Reed, the engineer.
The engineer gave the warning.
yeah.
Something else was wrong. What was that? Page number 4, first line. Page number 4, first line. Something else was wrong. What was that?
The tracks switch in the wrong
The
position.
switches were in wrong position.
Yeah.
Good. What are called howlers? Fourth page, second paragraph. What are called howlers?
Locomotive.
Howlers are called locomotives. Right. Who was getting ready for the work? What was the engineer's name?
Richard Lassett.
Richard Wattek. How did they rescue Richard? How did they rescue Richard? Richard, you
Let
can
me
say. Do you want
see.
to?
Let me see.
They had they on hold
Ah,
and Richard had called and they pulled him out.
good. They dig a small hole in front of Richard and Richard has to come inside the hole and afterwards they pull him out. Good. Who are the persons trained to perform heroic rescues?
The firefighter.
Yes, firefighters and other rescue workers are called heroic people. Why they are called heroic?
Well, I know
Um,
one thing that
Yes.
that makes them truly heroic.
yes.
On this last page, it says right here that last paragraph of the story.
Okay.
It says,
Hmm.
what makes these people truly heroic is their strong desire to help people.
Good. Very good.
That was for number 8.
Right. Now, can any one of you demonstrate the ability to paraphrase the main idea of the text? Any one of you can do it?
Well, we'll try hard and do it.
Yes.
Yeah.
What about Daryl? Can you paraphrase the story now? About Paris Taylor? Just tell a few lines about the story.
Okay.
Okay? Daryl will tell now. Or do you want to do it better? Huh? Do you want to start?
I go next.
The train brakes didn't work and the train brakes didn't work and he called the station and tell them the brakes didn't work. and the switch was on the wrong thing.
Yes.
And the train had crashed into 6 other locomotives. And it knocked over the trains and it hit the and it
Hit the howlers and there was
Yeah.
a big accident.
it hit the hull of it. And it hit the train station and all pieces of bending metals and a lot of wood was everywhere.
Okay.
And Richard was stuck under the bending metals and wood.
Good. Then how they rescued it?
They dig up and Richard first they didn't have Richard and they said and one of the firefighter they found Richard and they had to dig a hole. And Richard had scoot in it and they pulled him out.
Very good. Darius.
It was a train in the snowy weather, and they said the brakes didn't work.
Okay.
So it was engineering had called people from the radio,
Yes.
and then that's when the train it was switching from the wrong position.
Yes.
Then it crashed into 6 locomotives, and then that's when the wood and stuff fall down.
Yes.
Then they said some of the people, then one person told
Yes.
the firefighter that it was one guy in there named Richard
Yes.
inside a train, and they came in the train. They said they couldn't pull him out at first. Then they told Richard he got dig a little hole to grab him out. So they told Richard to go right through the hole. So they firefighter grabbed Richard by his hands, and the other firefighter grabbed the other firefighter by the legs to pull him out. And then that's how.
They rescued it. So it's a great job of the firefighters. Is it not? How about Paris Taylor? Can you tell me the story? Tell me a few lines about the story.
Well, there was a train, and there was
Keep your book down.
the train brakes were broken down, so the engineer picked up the radio and dispatched a warning
Okay.
in St. Paul. So Richard found out and he wanted to go help, but soon he got caught in some metal and wood. So the firefighters tried to get him out by digging a hole, and they got him out, and he was in the hospital.
Yes. Very good. Oh, Adam?
Well,
Yes.
after the train was, brakes didn't work and the switches were in the wrong position,
Okay.
the ambulance came
Ah.
and realized that some people might have got hurt and need to go to the hospital.
And one is strapped. Who's that?
And the one who was trapping those rocks was was Richard Vitek.
Okay.
And the firefighters knew they had a plan to save Richard.
Good. Then.
Well, it kind of looked like they were gonna use some kind of tools to get him out of there, like
Yes.
chisels.
Okay. Very good. Very good. Now, see, there are many pictures in this book. You draw any one of the picture and you should write the demonstration. What is the standard today? Write the standard on the top of the page. Draw any one of the picture from the book and write a few lines about the story. Okay?
Okay.
Right. I'll give the color pencils now.
Oh, those are crayons. Are these crayons?
Yes, I'll be the parent.